The film we're going to talk about today is a romantic and fictional film called Cashback, which offers a unique blend of love, art, and imagination, telling us the story of a young man named Ben who was in deep emotional crisis after breaking up with his girlfriend Susie. The story begins with Ben, who was living a normal life with Susie before deciding to break up with her. He felt unable to make her happy, and that feeling led him to make the decision to separate, thinking it was best for both. However, separation was not easy for Ben. He went into a state of major depression, suffering from insomnia for several days. His long nights were sleepless, filled with thinking about Susie and their beautiful memories together. Ben could not easily overcome this separation and remained overwhelmed by his painful feelings. A week after the separation, while Ben was at university, what had not been considered happened. He saw Susie sitting with a new young man, talking and laughing together. This scene deeply disturbed him, feeling both angry and sad, as if his wounds, which had not yet healed, had been reopened. However, Ben was known for his love of painting, and he used this talent as a way to deal with his pain. He spent many hours painting people, especially women, and found it a kind of escape from his difficult reality. One night, while Ben was suffering from insomnia, as usual, he decided to leave the house to do some shopping at the supermarket. There he noticed an announcement of a job opportunity, seeing it as an opportunity to distract himself and get rid of boredom. Ben didn't hesitate to apply for the job and was actually accepted to work in the store. The next day, Ben started working and was happy with that small move that gave him the feeling that he might take control of his life again. While working at the supermarket, Ben met a group of people who worked with him. One of those people was Director Jenkins, a wealthy, talkative man who always told about his successes and his work. Along with Jenkins, Ben met his colleagues Mary and Mitt, who were always looking for ways to enjoy their time in the store by playing and joking. But the character that really caught Ben's attention was a beautiful young woman named Sharon. Sharon was working with him at the store, and her quiet and simple personality impressed Ben from the first moment. Despite his preoccupation with work and trying to adjust to his new life, Ben was unable to shake off his boredom and repetition. One night while working in the store, something strange happened. Suddenly, time stopped. Everything about Ben stopped moving, and he remained the only one who could move. Ben didn't initially understand what was happening, but he gradually realized that he had a strange ability to stop time. This mysterious ability was caused by his long suffering from insomnia and depression, as if his body and mind were looking for a way out of this boring reality. Ben exploited this ability in an extraordinary way. Instead of using this power to do things out of the ordinary, he focused his attention on his favorite hobby, painting. He began to walk around the store and paint girls who stopped moving due to the time freeze. He focused on the finer physical details of girls, using his talent for painting to capture their beauty in an artistic way. He felt absolute freedom painting them unnoticed, and this was a kind of artistic escape from his emotional problems. Over time, Ben began to approach Sharon and began to feel that his feelings for her were developing into something more than just admiration. Although he still had some feelings for Susie, Sharon's presence in his life began to soften those old feelings. On one occasion, Ben met Basharoon in the dressing room, and she was hungry at the time. He gave her some food, and Sharon thanked him for his kindness. This moment was the beginning of the development of their relationship. Despite all this, things were not easy for Ben. He later discovered that Sharon had an appointment with a colleague at the store, which made him feel frustrated again. Ben felt unlucky in love, that his life was difficult and not going as he wished. He began to reminisce from his childhood when he admired a young girl at school. That girl was being bullied by her colleagues, and Ben was the only one standing next to her. But one day he discovered that the girl had suddenly left school because her family had moved elsewhere, which had left a profound mark on himself from a young age. One day, Manager Jenkins asked his staff to play in a football match against another team. The match was uneven, with Ben's side conceding several goals, and the match ended 26-0. After the match, Ben decided to take a break and went to the next store, where time stopped again. But this time, he noticed something unusual. He saw someone moving during the time hiatus. Ben realized at that moment that he wasn't the only one with that ability. Meanwhile, Ben's feelings for Sharon began to develop further, and he began to feel that he could move beyond his past with Susie. Eventually, he discovered that Sharon's love of art was shared, admitting to him that she loved painting and wanted her image to be among the famous paintings. After this moment, their relationship developed further, and Ben began to feel able to accept a new love in his life. Eventually, the film ends in a beautiful scene where Ben stops time again. But this time, Sharon was with him. The two enjoy the beauty of snowfall in a special romantic scene, kissing each other to live a happy life together. This is how the story of Cashback ends. If you like the movie, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and follow us for upcoming movies. Goodbye.